So here we go. This is the Penetanguishene Presbyterian Cemetery. That's about the next block over behind the Carl Beck house. Decided to take a stroll out here. Fortunately, it's still daylight because as you see this sign, from dusk till dawn only. Pretty nice looking gate here. Doesn't look like it locks. So probably could make it in here after dark. But I don't think any of us need trespassing charges. So we'll take a look at this during the daytime. Now unfortunately, I also didn't bring any gear with me. No EMFs, nothing. So I'm just taking a visit. Apparently way back there, it's supposed to be the Beck Mausoleum. But we'll just kind of take a walk around. Let me catch my breath. Because half the walk up here was up pretty steep hill. So sorry if I'm breathing kind of heavy. Looks like a lot of older graves here. People who have passed in the early to mid 90s or 90s, 1900s. Some early 2000s though. So it's not really old. Has been used in the last couple decades. Some of the gravestones actually look fairly new. It's just a small little cemetery here, surrounded by trees, tucked away on a little hillside. Got some houses next door. Be interesting to live there. Have this old graveyard as your neighbor. Wow, that one looks old. I can't even read the dates on it. So old. These are some odd little markers here. Don't know what they mean. It says Vipond. There's a few of them in the ground. 2 over there, 1 here, 1 right here. I don't know if they're marking a potential reserved site. I mean, there's still room for other graves to happen here. Coming around the back of the cemetery now. There's a little angle from the back view of it. Up ahead there's a road. Some old moss grown over tombstones here. Can't even barely read what's on them. This is the back of what's said to be the Beck family mausoleum. It's kind of built into the hill. Looks like the dirt piled up on top of it. So we could potentially be where I'm walking right now, part of the mausoleum. I don't know how big it is or how far back it goes. It looks pretty old. That stone is seen its days. So I'm gonna make my way down to the front of it. And possibly pay my respects to the Beck family. They say they may be buried here. It's really nice. These curved walls here on the sides. Beck family. And some old stone. That's not even brick work. That's old stone work. Like you would expect to see out of a castle. The other side, curved wall. Now that curved wall, it's not just decorative entirely, I don't know, but it lines up with this hill like they built up the dirt around it. Beck family. Iron gate on the fence, on the doors. Locked. With a pretty modern lock and chain. With a deadbolt on the outside to make sure that nobody exits. Not sure. Looks like a metal door, but the metal door looks like it might be newer in style. It's got these vents at the bottom. This old stonework here. This arch to the doorway. Well, thank you, Beck family, Charles, Amelia, everyone else, for our lovely stay at your home. Although this is the final resting place for your physical bodies, we do believe just over that way, can't see it from here, is your family home, where we believe your spirits reside. And hopefully tonight we can communicate with you. Oh. We also got some Becks out here. William Michael Beck passed away 2017, so not that long ago. William George Beck passed away 1998, and his wife Beverly passed away in 2011. Oh, and their daughter, who passed away in 2016. So not long after parents passed away. But, to be fair, she was born in 1955. Lived to 2016. I mean, you weren't young. You weren't very old either. I hope you lived a good life. And I hope you are resting with your family. Your loved ones. Oh. Another one here. John Beck. Born 1945, passed away 2015. 70 years old. Oh. Is this double-sided? Because I'm seeing... Oh, look at it. Okay, yeah, look at this one. Carl McGibbon Beck, born in 1900, passed away 1985, so lived to be 85 years old. Might have been named after a grandfather or father, I don't know. And then on this side of the same headstone, Horace Beck. So they double up on tombstones here, in some of them. Let's go back to these other ones. Yeah. We got William Beck on this side. And John Beck on this side. Ooh, you didn't have a very long life. 1934 to 1949. I'm sorry about that. And on these ones too, they have different names on the other side. So they might be spanning out. One grave on that side and one grave on this side. Doubling up on tombstones, which is a very interesting concept. I've never seen that before. But a small cemetery, if you're looking to save space. Now this is also, oh, we have another Beck here. Charles Beck. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. Frederick Allen Beck. 1948 to 1970. Again, you left this world kind of early. And then that Nancy Beck. A little kind of break wall here. I don't know if that's keeping the ground from falling in. A little bench here. Let's take a little seat. Show myself. Just take a little breather. Just clear the mind. It's very quiet here. Very nice looking with the trees turning color in the fall here. It's end of October, coming up on Halloween. Should have brought an EMF with me. But I wasn't thinking too clearly before coming here. I just decided to, on a whim, go take a walk out here before the sunset. Sun's getting kind of low in the sky now. It's 5 o'clock in the evening. Sun goes down shortly after 6, so I didn't want to be stuck here after dark. I'd love to be here after dark, but I didn't want to get caught here after dark. Don't need a trespassing charge on my record. That would kind of mess my life up a bit, make it very complicated. Oh, some other interesting markers in the ground here. So, obviously have some family plot land. Last name Todd. This one does say Champion on it, but the mom was obviously maiden name Todd. We have a Todd here. But then we have this small, maybe a little longer than a brick, average brick sized stone, flat in the ground, just says Father. And it's kind of like, it's not lined up right with anything. It's above to the very right, off to the side a little bit from this one. Never seen that before. We have another Todd family. I don't know, are any of you folks some of the extra people that we see at the Beck family house? So we know it's more than just family, that the Beck family that visit there or frequent there. Some very old little markers in the ground here. I have no idea what they are or what they say. So this is less about paranormal investigating than just more of like just adventuring, going out, paying the respects to the Beck family. That's interesting. So we have this kind of stone kind of barrier that surrounds this plot. Almost like a wall, but it's like barely even raised off the ground. It says MACC there. And the last name is McCullen. So it's the first 4 letters. It's an interesting symbol there. Don't quite know what that is. Kind of almost looks like a Celtic knotwork, tribal kind of symbol, but not at the same time. Maybe like, maybe not Celtic, but almost like Viking, but not. Like Celtic or Viking inspired, but different. And then it has that AC in there. It's very interesting. Sorry, I was trying to take a screenshot of that. while I was recording, apparently Teresa has texted me telling me that the owner of the Carbuck house is at our apartment to have a chat, to have a sit down. Maybe have coffee or tea, and just talk. Last year when we came here, she came up and sat for quite some time and gave us a little background on the house, the family, on apparently some of the spirits that reside in the house or like to frequent the house. But I'm hanging out with some friends right now. So, with that being said, it's about a 10 to 15 minute walk back. At least this time it's downhill. And I'm going to cut this short because I've been going over for just over 21 minutes. And thank you all who reside here. I hope you rest well. Take care.